Welcome back to the Mormon News Roundup, where we cover all things weird, wild, and wasteful in the world of Mormonism. Today, I want to make a bold but well-supported claim. There is no doctrinal reason, even according to the church itself, to be doing any temple rituals right now. And it's actually immoral to prioritize these culty Masonic rituals for the dead over real-world suffering. That's right. I'm going to break it down for you right now. In Mormon theology, the Millennium is a 1,000-year period of peace when Jesus Christ will reign on earth again. According to LDS teachings, during this time, there will be no war. People won't need jobs in the traditional sense, and temple work will become a major collective priority. In fact, prophets and apostles have said that all the names of every person who's ever lived will be revealed at that time, meaning no more guesswork, no more family search tree matching, no more temple name recycling. All of the millions of hours trying to chase down genealogies right now, well, that's an abject waste of time when Jesus just hands you a thumb drive. And let's not forget that many individual names in the temples have been done multiple times. Like Holocaust victim Anne Frank, she's been baptized for the dead more than 10 times. Did you know that Anne Frank, the famous Jewish Holocaust victim, has been baptized into the Mormon afterlife more than 10 times? Yep, that's right. Decades after her death, Mormons are still performing these posthumous baptisms for people who never even believed in their faith to begin with. And it gets worse. Adolf Schmittler, the very man directly responsible for the atrocities Anne Frank suffered, he's also had his Masonic temple work done. Yep, according to Mormon doctrine, this means that Schmittler could theoretically end up in Mormon heaven as well. Can you even imagine? The same church that claims it holds the only true path to salvation is performing proxy baptisms for people who had absolutely no part in Mormonism when they were alive. Talk about a theological loophole. It's like they're rewriting history while playing God with who deserves what. Strange priorities, right? I guess everyone's a candidate for celestial glory, even if you're a genocidal dictator or died in a Jewish German concentration camp. Is there anything more wasteful or disrespectful than that?
The third of those ordinances done where the names weren't even legitimate, they would say, now that's, and they weren't told, hey, by the way, the church kind of coming clean and saying, hey, we've had this big problem. I hate to tell you this, but all you members who have spent decades and generations doing temple work, about a third of those names were duplicates, and we apologize for that. We wasted your time. We'll try and do better.
So what's the current rush for people to do the work right now? Now, let's assume a few things based on real demographic and sociological data. Estimated total humans who have ever lived, about 120 billion. Estimated miscarriages and abortions, about 60 billion. So the total names that are needing temple work right now would be about 180 billion. Let's further assume that during the millennium, the church has about 3 million active adult members doing temple work full-time. Humanity will be co-located at the New Jerusalem on the American continent with easy access to Masonic castles. Now, each person can do about 10 names per day, working 5 days a week. That's 50 names per week, or about 2,500 names per year per person. So let's calculate how long it would take to complete all 180 billion names. Total yearly capacity is 3 million members, 2,500 names per year. That's 7.5 billion names per year. So the time needed to complete 180 billion names is only 24 years. Not that long. That's right, just 24 years of full-time work during the millennium is all it would take to perform temple ordinances for every human who has ever lived. And remember, that's assuming only 3 million full-time workers. With more help or better technology, it could be even faster. So why are people doing the work at all right now? The LDS Church currently operates nearly 200 temples worldwide and growing, with more on the way. Many are in areas that already have easy access to multiple temples. The church spends billions of dollars on construction, maintenance, and staffing. But here's the sobering reality. Nearly 800 million people around the world lack access to clean water. Over 750 million adults are illiterate, and about 9 million people die every single year from hunger. So here's the big question. Why is the church asking members to spend hours every week doing work that Mormon doctrine says can be done later, when there are children who are starving right now? If you're an active Latter-day Saint who believes in the millennium, take a break from the temple. Redirect your time, energy, and donations towards helping people right now who are in desperate need. Christ never said, "Suffer the dead to come unto me." He said, "Inasmuch as ye have done it unto the least of these, ye have done it unto me." So there it is, folks. The numbers don't lie, and neither does Mormon doctrine. Temple rituals can wait. Human suffering cannot. If you agree, like, share, and comment. If you disagree, well, let's talk about it in the comments. Until next time, this is D-Base signing off from the Mormon News Roundup.
From the crossroads of the